just because I am working for myself does not mean I don't have a real job. You get what I'm saying? The bins today specifically, they was on one, okay? I'm just in a position now where my back is against the wall. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel via Glow. If you're new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps, and I resell clothes and shit. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a source and ship. If you are new here, I'm actually just going to be going to the Goodwill outlet, showing you guys what I pick up to sell online for a profit, and then I will take you to my storage unit right after, where I will ship out items that previously sold. Now some of these sales are from yesterday and some are from this morning, and I'll be honest with you guys, it has not been a good month so far. I know I did a ship with me video not too long ago. That week was absolute fire, and I feel like the first week of December and then this week of December is just, it's a little scary. But of course it is the holidays, so this is the type of things that happen. But let me go, because this is the longest intro. All right, let's make this bread. Ain't that what the people say? Y'all, I don't know what the hell they doing with this in the front. Like, it's just bare and they don't let anybody stay in that area. It's weird. Y'all see how the row's looking? Keep that in mind. This is 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊. I love this brand. This is a bread and butter brand for me. That one had a little flaw, so I ended up probably keeping that one. This one I really wanted to pick up, but it had just too much going on with it, so I just left that behind. These don't sell for me like they used to, so I do not pick it up. And that one also had like a little stain on it, so I decided to leave that one behind. And yeah, this is just what it's looking like. This is a collab with Uniqlo. These typically do well. This one had too many flaws to you know, take home, so I ended up leaving this behind. And this is actually made well. I typically love to pick these up. However, this style was like from 2018, and that's just too old, and it was a size small, so I knew that I definitely wouldn't be able to sell that. This was going to be a new to me brand. It was made in the USA, so I was intrigued. Then I looked at the comps, and then I looked at the sell-through rate. 370 listed and only 4 sold? Absolutely not. So of course I left that one behind, even though I really wanted to take it. This was going to be a style-based pickup, but for some reason I just couldn't get into it. I didn't know how I was going to market it, so I left it behind. This one was a you know, J.Jill piece. It was slightly flawed. Again, I don't pick up flawed pieces. Oh, actually no, this is Eileen Fisher. Yeah, so same thing. This one was flawed and I didn't want to deal with it, so I left it there. This one was new with tags. That retail price is crazy work, but it was flawed all over it, so of course I did not take it home. It broke my heart, but I had to leave it. This one would have just automatically been in my cart without checking comps, but I feel like within the past 6 months this brand has definitely become even more oversaturated, so I check everything that I pick up from that brand now. This was a nice little piece that was shrunken, so I left that behind. This is a brand that I heard does well. I believe it's sold at Aritzia. I didn't pick it up. I don't know why I didn't pick it up to sell to a buy-sell trade, but I did not pick it up for some reason. And these are all the things that I decided to actually leave behind that I actually put in my cart. For some reason the comps were terrible. Even though this is the cutest little thing ever, I decided to go ahead and leave it behind. Oh, Gloria would have kept it, but I had to leave it. The comps on this was even worse. I mean, like, the comps and the sell-through rate was bad. I for some reason thought this was Lululemon, but it wasn't. This was going to be a new to me brand, but I checked the comps and I only found one listed, and it wasn't much interest on it, so I left it behind. This one is actually a fucking Shein brand. I didn't even know Shein has like sub brands, and it's a men's brand, so I guess it's for the LGBTQ+ community. This was going to be a new to me brand, also like a Shein type style brand, so I ended up leaving it behind. It did feel like it was high quality, but clearly not. So I ended up leaving that. This was a torrid piece. I went back and forth, but eventually I was just like, no, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave this here. I just didn't know how to market it, I'll be honest. And it's like a tank top. This is a brand that I was going to try out for style, but I eventually left it because it just looks really ugly and outdated. All right, so a very quick intermission. So the bands was decent. It was not bad at all. I actually love the items that I got. Of course, it wasn't like a whole bunch of bolos, but it also wasn't like super low hanging fruit. You know what I mean? So it was like a mixture of everything that I would love in a Ben's haul every single day. But what I do want to say say is that the bins today specifically, they was on one. Okay, the employees were yelling. I mean, they always yell, don't get me wrong, but they have now closed off the back wall, which is not technically closed off. They just say don't go on that back wall, and it actually makes sense because they're bringing out new bins. Now, my gripe and what I was annoyed about, because I'm always annoyed, was that they had just put out 2 rows of bins, and they just put out another row of bin. So all those people went to that one, so naturally I went to the other one. So I'm digging, and I'm probably toward the ending of one row, and I'm about to head to the next one. They say the whole area is closed. They literally closed down, I want to say maybe 6 row. I gotta be specific because each row is like a back-to-back. So if the row has like maybe 6, you know, bins, it's a total of 12 per row. Stick with me. So they closed down 3 rows of bins, and I was a little annoyed because I'm like, damn, ain't no telling what was in that other one that now I'd have missed. So they just kept doing that. They kept closing down sections in bulk, and personally I understand, mainly because when they close down the area just to rotate one row, it gets annoying to have to keep telling people, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So why not just close all 3 rows down so we can get the stuff in and out, which is great. So they're working on something, but I think that they need to put up signage that's going to be in between each bin toward the back row so people can just read the sign and just maneuver. Yeah. You know, so that is that. I have recently bought a dash cam, but I think I am done wasting my money. This is the second one that I've bought where it does not work. So I've given up hope for a car, you know, mount. So I don't call it a dash cam, it's a car mount. So I'm about to return this, but we have to go ship out some packages. I was so happy that I received 2 like buyer accepted your offer on Poshmark this morning, because not even this morning, but I guess this afternoon while I was at the bins, because girl, it has been okay, it has been a little stressful to be receiving like almost 1 sale a day, some days with no sales on Poshmark. Poshmark is definitely my main platform regardless, and how I do Poshmark specifically is that it is my base platform. So in a sense of, today is the 18th, so I'm supposed to have no less than $1,800 on Poshmark. Do you think I have that? Absolutely not. So that's kind of like how I maneuver it monthly, just so I can make sure I'm staying on track. Damn, somebody's coming. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I do as far as making sure that financially everything is good. I also checked at my eBay today, and I noticed that I am, what, 21% down. So I feel like everything just plummeted since last week, which is crazy. It's like night and day. I'll be honest, it literally took me maybe 6 minutes roughly, maybe even 10, just to give me a little bit more. It wasn't a lot. Like I told y'all, these are sales from yesterday and some from this morning. This is 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊, which is actually a pretty good brand, but just know you may sit on it for a while. I sat on this since, I want to say maybe like March, April, maybe even sooner than that. Yeah, I think it was sooner than that. But yeah, these are just some work trousers. I believe 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊 is actually just like a sub brand of Acris, and they just kind of do the same stuff that Lafayette 148 in Theory does, where they just make really expensive like office wear clothes. But yeah, this one is a Ford Bronco shacket. I picked this one up really due to style, and this was an extra large, so I thought it was going to hold a little bit of weight. I don't know, I think I got 20 for that, so that's all that matters. This is a Chico's dress. I'll be honest with y'all, I think minimum I wanted like 25 to 28 for this one. However, sales were so bad, I went on and accepted their offer just so I can make a sale. And this was the only sale that I got on Poshmark yesterday, so very telling, right? All right, so this is actually Tommy Bahama, and this actually feels like Barefoot Dreams, and unfortunately I found a hole in it. So that was pretty depressing. So I priced this really low just so I wouldn't have to get rid of it. And I pretty much have a process when it comes to picking up items, and then I find out they're flawed. I want to say like 90-ish% of the time I will just redonate it, but the other 10% of the time I go ahead and list it if the flaw is like minor. But for the most part, if it's like a surprise flaw, sometimes those are just like 100% no-goes. But yeah, I'm happy that it even sold. All right, so this one was a style-based pickup, and it's just like this like jacket, kind of patchwork floral situation. I couldn't find much on it. It didn't have a tag, so you already know I Google lensed it, and I was able to find that this was sold on like Amazon. So it's pretty disappointing, but I was still able to sell it. This is actually a Chico's piece. This one's one size. Again, this one has that fringe trim, very cozy, very cute. Y'all know I'm a Chico's girl. I pick up Chico's. I know a lot of the girls don't like Chico's, but I feel like if you can you know, price it good, you have a low cost of goods as well, it's definitely possible that you can sell it. This is Young, Fabulous, and Broke size small, a tie-dye like ruched dress, open back situation. I feel like open back also dates an item as well, but that one took a while to sell. I think I must have picked that up at either the ending of last year or the beginning of the year, so definitely wouldn't pick it up again. And that's it. That's literally all that sold. So I'm gonna go ahead and package these so we can actually get up out of here. Okay, so where is my paper? Because all of these look like they are gonna have to be wrapped. Love that. It's so crazy how sales are just so up and down. This is such a roller coaster. And it's so frustrating because you're on a high and then you like, okay, buying stuff, you know, just living life, and then out of nowhere it gets slow and you're like, why did I buy that? Why did I buy that? And it's, you start counting your money. So it's a lesson learned for me going into the new year. Oh shoot, I did make a sale on 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂. I haven't made one in a while. 90s women's silk skirt. She sent me an offer days ago, and then I accepted it, and she never purchased it. So she sent the offer again, and then she said she's sorry. She didn't get the notification that I accepted it, but she was a serious buyer. So I'm like, bet. So I went on and accepted her second offer. And honestly, I'm starting to notice these little spring pieces selling. I know I've been complaining about having to list out of season items right now, but they selling. And I just listed the skirt. I'll pop it on the screen. I actually just listed this on Mercari. It actually tells you the exact date. I listed this December 12th. Literally, what, 6 days ago? She just bought it while I was out. So far today, without these items that I just showed y'all, I made 3 sales, which is great. What's so crazy is that yesterday when I came in here, well, not came in here, but when I was outside, when I made it to my storage unit, it was literally like 1 parking spot left. So it was packed, and it had like 2 U-Haul trucks, and I'm just like, damn, all y'all want to come here. And I be forgetting that not everybody is just using their storage unit as, you know, a place to store their inventory. They're moving out of apartments, moving into houses, or whatever the case is. So I can't be too annoyed. But it was crazy because I came at the exact same time yesterday. And I was so annoyed because when I got here, I really only had to ship out 1 sale because I noticed that the lady really needed the item. Clearly it was going to be her Christmas dress. She waited to the very last minute to purchase it. And I'll pop that on the screen. It's actually a theory dress. I remember picking it up over the summer. I was in a bin. Actually, was it over the summer? It might have been the summer, last summer. Yeah, last summer. I remember picking it up in a bin where I found another theory piece. Both of them were new with tags. So I ended up, you know, pricing it pretty high. And then as time went on, I noticed that it was quite literally no interest on it. So I went on and dropped the price significantly. And then she messaged me and she was like, hey, could you do $55. And I was really annoyed because I'm like, girl, this thing is new with tags. It's literally the retail amount is $475, which we all know that it doesn't equate, but it was just audacity because I think I had it priced at $80. Mind you, it used to be priced at like $120 or something. Anyways, so I told her I can do $60, which in reality, I still lowballed myself because I gave her $20 off. But since it was so freaking dead yesterday, I'm just like, I have no choice but to accept, you know? And honestly, I was hoping that she didn't decline. That's probably why I lowballed myself, because I didn't want her to leave. But I'm actually beating myself up. I want to say like a week ago. Mind you, this was a time where I was making a lot of sales. Somebody, I'm having a hard time. Somebody had sent me an offer of like $90 on this 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂 dress. Mind you, I bought this at the beginning, so it's only $1 cost of goods. And I stupidly countered, and she vanished. And I'm just like, girl, you gotta do better. So I was really disappointed because I've had that dress since the beginning of the year. So I'm just in a position now where my back is against the wall, and I can't really counter on those types of sales unless it really warrants it. That item was getting like likes, but it wasn't any interest on it. So was it, you know, that good? No. So I ended up losing that sale. So I said I'm not going to do that again, especially now with everything being excruciatingly slow. It feels like it's picking up, so that's good. But the bad thing, y'all, is that I have been really fucking up, okay? I recently got a message, and honestly, I didn't even respond because at that point, you know, the damage is done. But she messaged me and she's like, hey, you sent me the wrong item. And I noticed that the order was already complete, so it was really out of my hands. There's nothing I could do. She didn't message me within the 3 days, or hell, message Poshmark to let them know that the wrong item had been sent. So I just felt so bad, and it was the same thing I was telling y'all in my last vlog, is that I really have been doing too damn much. Like, I'm recognizing that I would absolutely love to get a very part-time assistant. I tried to talk my sister back into it, but she was like, no, like very part-time, maybe like 5 to 10 hours a week, if that, to just help me just get this shit together, because I feel like I'm just discombobulated. And that's why I've been talking about using these bins to kind of, you know, clean up this unit again, but I just feel defeated when it comes to it. So as long as I keep it clean and organized for the most part, as far as me putting my inventory up in the right place, that's all that's my capabilities right now. Like, I just don't want to stress myself out anymore, because seeing that message really ticked me off, not for her, but for me, because I'm just like, girl, I've made so many mistakes like that. That was literally a total of 3 sales that I have lost or not gotten paid out for because I have messed up. The dude, I felt so bad for him because he said he was using those pants for a trip. Now, you know, he has to go find another outfit because I sent him the wrong pants. And then even in that instance, like, she's kind of fucked out of her money because I sent her an REI top instead of the Outdoor Voices. So it's stuff like that, because at first, like that Eileen issue, I'm like, okay, I made the mistake of just putting Chico's on it, and I just, whatever it said Chico's, I just picked up that item, just assuming that it wasn't another Chico's piece. Like today, I put Chico's and I put sweater really big to let me know this is a sweater, because I have a Chico's dress here. But just kind of annoyed that I've been flopping the way that I have been. But I feel like I'm at a position now where I can just kind of slow down and just, you know, take my time. And then on top of all of this, oh, I have been getting, of course, sales on Mercari, and it seems like all of them have been fucking FedEx, UPS, and the UPS one isn't a problem because that one is like 9 minutes away. But the FedEx one, like I told you, I'm not driving downtown. I know some of y'all told me that I can go to Walgreens, but I don't really see any signage outside of the Walgreens that's closest to my place. But that would be really, really good because I still have to drive way out. Like yesterday, I drove way out to the area that I used to live in just so I can not only drop that lady's package off, but to drop off a FedEx package. And it's just, you know, it's been a little bit of a headache. I feel like I dropped the ball big time because what's supposed to happen is, I want to say like September, because historically August and October are my best sales months. So in September for next year, I'm definitely going to make sure I get all of my ducks in a row, make sure everything is good when it comes to my inventory, and just kind of doing it that way. I know when January comes around, a lot of people are going to be cleaning out their closets, so I'm going to make sure that I have at least about 3 bins loaded of seasonality pieces specifically to just have on deck, you know. And then of course y'all know I'm supposed to be moving in March, so it's gonna come quicker than I think, because I know I was like, oh, I'm gonna start looking in January. January is literally in 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks. And mind you, I have already been looking and I've narrowed everything down. I just have to go visit the sites and make sure they have something available for March. So that is pretty much where I'm at. So Chico's dress is that I'm still just trying to make sure everything is good, because I'm literally a one-woman show. I have absolutely no help. And my son's dad recently hit me up and was being very indirect about essentially trying to ask me to watch my son while he works. And I laughed in his face. And when I say indirectly, it's because somebody else told him. And since I know him, I knew what he was doing. And I found it comical. Like I said, I literally laughed because just because I am working for myself does not mean I don't have a real job. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not lucky enough to have somebody to fall back on, to be in a house where it's multiple people paying the bills, so then if you slack up, you're good. No, all of my bills have to be paid by me and me only, or else I'm gonna be homeless. So I just thought it was funny because the person that told him of this bright idea clearly thinks that I'm at home twiddling my thumbs all day, and then money just rolls into my account. And it's like, no, I literally work 12-hour days, Monday through Thursday, just so I can have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off to be with my son. So I have since made it home. I'm gonna give you guys a haul of what I picked up today. This is Quince, and this one is a extra small. This is 100% merino wool. It does have quite a bit of pilling, but with the right fabric shaver, I'm gonna be able to get all of this off. So this was a pretty good pickup. Definitely gonna prioritize listing that. This is J. Jill, size medium. This one is just a cute little embroidered top. I picked up a few other pieces of J. Jill today, and then I put them back. They didn't have any factors going for them. That one in particular is just a embroidered top, split, you know, neckline, and then it also is a popover. So I think with the right keywords, I'm gonna get it out the door. This is Blue and Gray. This one also is a extra small. And this one is more of a style-based pickup. I saw a lot of interest on this one when I looked, so this one's probably not going to go for much, probably a good $20 flip. This one is my wild card. I literally just recently watched a 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂 video, and she had one of these where it's a t-shirt on top of another t-shirt, and I did check comps and they were all priced pretty high. One of them did sell for $50, which I thought was pretty weird, but I did look at their title and they did a big no-no by putting affliction style, you know. But I specifically looked up Jesse Pinkman, in which that is what 𝕃𝕂ℕ𝕂 initially said. So I looked up specifically, this is what I wrote: Jesse Pinkman layering t-shirt, and I saw all of them pop up. Most of them literally were over $30. One was at like $99. Like, it just looked a bit crazy. But I looked at those and then I only saw one sold. And I'm sure it's keywords that I'm missing. I just only remembered those when I was out there sourcing. So this one is a wild card. So we're gonna see. This is definitely like maybe a men's small. So I have to do a little bit more research. This is Monorino. This has become one of my I want to say like a bread and butter. I don't pick up everything. I used to, but I stopped. So this one just had a lot going for it. It's kind of like a cape poncho situation, and it has embroidery all over it. So I think that's gonna be good with what is that one called? Goblin core or gremlin core, one of those. This is Dress Barn, but I didn't pick it up for the brand. I picked it up for the style. This one, I am more so swaying of like fairy, but then I feel like I could also put like Western in it. It kind of has like that corset style in the front, and it is like a velvet material, and it's just, I just think that it's gonna be doing really well. I think this is a 3/4 sleeve, so that's probably the only thing that kind of, you know, throws it back a little bit, but I think for the most part I can get about 25 for that one. This is Draper James. Unfortunately, this is the RSVP line, which is sold at TJ Maxx, I want to say, but this one was new with tags and I couldn't resist. It says that it's $50 brand new, and it's just like this really cute like puff sleeve open knit cardigan. I think this is like a half sleeve, but I do think that this would be like a really great piece to put on top of like your Easter Sunday dress. I've already been sourcing Easter Sunday dresses, and I've been putting Easter in church in the title, so that is probably something to note. Even though that's not going to be until April, you still want to be on top of it. This is more of a style-based pickup, but this is Torrid. I was happy to see that it was Torrid because I feel like it's going to help the sale. But this is a velvet burnout style, and it's in this really pretty burgundy colorway. This one is going to have quite a bit of keywords. It's going to pull in the right buyer, and with it being plus size, I think it's going to do even better, which we love. This one is another J. Jill piece. This one is a large. This one is kind of like a cable knit fisherman style sweater. Unfortunately, it does have wear to the fabric, so I have to put that in there. So this is a pre-owned condition one, but I think this style alone is going to do well. That's probably a good $20–25 flip. I'll be honest, I didn't check comps on this one. It was new with tags, and it's a collaboration with ModCloth and Collective. I've actually never heard of Collective, but ModCloth I know of. And yeah, it's new with tags. This is the Alizé tropical top. Honestly, I need to check comps. Oh no, it looked like it's missing a tie. This is a brand that is sold at Anthropologie. It's called Daily Practices, and surprisingly, y'all, I actually sold this exact style before. It's a really pretty dress. This one is an extra small. I'll pop it on the screen. I think it sold for like $30 or $35. This one I went back and forth because I kind of want to keep this. I'm going to try it on first, and if I can't fit it or if I don't like the fit, then I'm going to sell it. But it's just this really pretty floral slip dress. It does have like this lace trim to it, and this is Josie, and it is a sub brand of Notori. So I'm gonna set that to the side too. But anyways, this is Sundance. This is one of those brands that I still get excited to pick up, even though it doesn't perform that well for me. But I do think that it's also style based and size based. But this is just a cute little eyelid crochet detail top. Pop over long sleeve. I think this is gonna be good going into the spring. This one is, okay. This is Free People. I'll be honest, I kind of don't understand why I picked it up. I think it's still sellable. I don't know how old this piece is, but I think I'm gonna still list it myself. But it's a cute little kind of like empire waist dress. It feels like it's a linen blend. This is We the Free, size large. I am hesitant on keeping this for myself for the summertime, but it's just like this cute, is it cropped? It's kind of cropped. Yeah. But yeah, it's like a tank top situation. Probably go ahead and list it because it is large. This is Theory, newer label. And this is just like a cap sleeve t-shirt. I literally just picked up something very similar from, I want to say that it's 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊. And when I looked up the item, it's actually still being sold on their website, and it's a newer style. And it looked just like this. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's also a newer style. This one is brand and size based. So it's a 1X. The brand is called 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊. And it's kind of like this super oversized brown polka dot blouse. I thought that this would perform well. Definitely going to use either gremlin core or goblin core. I forget which one heavily relies on that brown colorway. So gonna do that. This is Mini Bowden. It's a kids brand. I like to pick it up when I see it. Always can flip it for $20. Price it at $25. It flips for $20. Depending on the, you know, the style, you definitely can get more, but I'm completely okay with turning $1 into $20. This is Do Everything in Love, which was sold at Anthropologie. Excuse me, Free People, not Anthropologie. I actually learned about this from, her name is Courtney. I forget her channel. I stopped following her a year or so ago. I feel like I go through this thing when it comes to YouTube where I enjoy somebody's channel and then I stop and then I kind of do a clean sweep of my YouTube, you know, subscriptions. And then sometimes if I remember them, I will go and like try to watch a latest video and I'm like, okay, I remember why I stopped being subscribed. But it's nothing against her. I just, you know, sometimes you just kind of grow out of people's content. I'm sure people have left me too. They grow out of my content. But anyway, so I learned this from her years ago. And this is just like a kimono duster situation. Pretty cool. This is Wit and Wisdom. These are some Absolution style shorts. Absolution is actually from Democracy. This is Wit and Wisdom, but they still sell very similar pieces, and I've been able to kind of like use the same keywords with each brand interchangeably. So I still kind of put Absolution when I list my Wit and Wisdom. But these are shorts, which makes it even better. These are a size 6. These are some Athleta shorts. These are size 10, and they're just like this pull-on style. And these are actually from spring of 19. These do have a minor flaw to them, but this is exactly what I was talking about, where I'll pick up stuff with flaws that I don't think is going to mess anything up. So like that little thing right there, I don't think I'll be able to get that out, so I'm just going to photograph it with that. And I still don't think that it's going to affect this selling. I might have to knock a few dollars off, but nothing too crazy. This one I'm also going to sell, which I was pretty shocked that I even picked up white, but this is the Highest Rise 90s Boyfriend short, and this is actually a size 12. And this one is just a really good pickup. This one also has a minor flaw, but I don't think that that's going to affect the sellability. Like, it's just like a small little mark on it. And I was shocked because these are white, so definitely going to list that. This is another pair of Wit and Wisdom. These are actually a size 12, and they are a straight leg. So yeah, good brand to pick up. I've always been able to sell it between $20 to like $28, depending on what you have. If you can find like a boot cut, I feel like those perform the best. But I still pick up the skinnies if it's a good size. This is LL Bean. Y'all actually saw this in a clip. This one does have a flaw right here. Yeah, this one has a flaw right here. It looked like it's just something that I can wash out, and I'm nervous that if it doesn't come out, then I'm kind of screwed. But yeah, so that was the last of my little haul. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let me know down below, how have your sales been going so far in December? And I'm wishing us many more sales. But I will see you on the next one. Bye.